in the heart of a dense jungle, where the air is thick with humidity, and the sounds of nature create a symphony of life, a chilling scene unfolds. A monkey, once a vibrant creature swinging through the trees, now sits in a state of despair. Its fur, usually a glossy brown, is matted and stained, revealing a horrific wound that has become a grotesque canvas of suffering. This is not just any injury. It is a gaping hole in its side, a festering wound that has become a breeding ground for a swarm of insects. As we draw closer, the camera captures the unsettling sight: maggots writhing in the exposed flesh, their pale bodies glistening in the dappled sunlight. This is a stark reminder of nature's brutal reality, where survival often comes at a gruesome cost. The infestation is a result of a phenomenon known as meiosis, where certain species of flies lay their eggs in the open wounds of animals. In this case, the monkey has fallen victim to the notorious blowfly, a creature that thrives on decay and death. The female blowfly, attracted by the scent of the monkey's injury, deposits her eggs into the wound, where they hatch into larvae. These maggots, with their insatiable appetite, begin to consume the monkey's flesh, leading to a slow and agonizing demise. The process is not just horrifying, it is a testament to the unyielding cycle of life and death in the animal kingdom. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we must confront the reality of insect infestations. The maggots, while repulsive to us, play a crucial role in the ecosystem. They are nature's recyclers, breaking down dead and decaying matter, returning nutrients to the soil. However, in this instance, their presence signifies a tragic turn of events for the monkey. The wound, left untreated, becomes a gateway for infection, attracting even more pests and pathogens. The monkey's immune system, overwhelmed and unable to cope. In the haunting stillness of the forest, where shadows writhe among the ancient trees, there lurks a grotesque tableau of nature's darker machinations. A mighty elephant crippled by a monstrous hive embedded deep in its flesh. This is no ordinary scar. It is a festering wound swollen with the building nightmare of an angry bee colony that has claimed the pachyderm's hide as its fortress. The scene could easily be mistaken for a horror story. Yet it is a raw chapter in the relentless narrative of survival, parasitism, and the intimate battle for life that unfurls unnoticed beneath the sun's indifferent gaze. The elephant, with its swollen appendage dripping pus and seething with buzzing invaders, paints a picture both repulsive and captivating. A vivid reminder that even the mightiest are vulnerable to the smallest of creatures. Such a spectacle dares the viewer to understand the unnerving coexistence between size and fragility, between brute strength and invasive menace. Upon closer, undeniable inspection, the wound reveals itself as a grotesque symphony of nature's brutal creativity, a cavernous reticulum of waxy cones and languishing larvae spread unevenly across the elephant's shoulder and upper trunk. The creatures responsible are neither indifferent bystanders nor passive passengers. These are African honeybees, masters of home construction and relentless defenders who, in their desperation or cunning, have set up an uninvited colony in living flesh. Their hive, swollen grotesquely like a malignant tumor, oozes a nauseating cocktail of blood, pus, sweat, and nectar mingled with the elephant's own sorrow. The combined stench of honey, rot, and raw, pierced flesh assaults both nostrils and morality alike. It is an infamy of hellish diligence. The bees buzz feverishly, undeterred by the pain of their host, and sting with venomous abandon, driving the elephant into bouts of despair and frantic attempts to dislodge its tormentors. Bee infestation on such a titan is a macabre relationship, born not of choice but of necessity, pain, and chance. Normally, honeybees create their homes in tree hollows or rock crevices. But here, the elephant's wound offers an unanticipated haven. The hive's waxy foundation is built painstakingly inside the gaping sore, where the protective barrier of skin has been shattered, creating a moist, warm incubator for larvae. The bees secrete propolis, a resinous substance that acts as a glue, binding the comb to the elephant's living tissue, twisting their home intimately with the host's fragile organs. As in the bitter cold of the high mountains, where few dare to tread, a solitary snow leopard prowls, a ghostly phantom in a landscape of ice and stone. But this noble predator bears a grotesque secret, one that feels ripped from the pages of a dark fairy tale. Along its formidable flank blooms an unspeakable horror, a parasitic flower wound, a living, grotesque mass that oozes and pulses with sinister intent. This carnivorous growth, resembling something conjured from a fever dream, grafts itself deep into the animal's flesh, feeding off vitality while shielding itself with a sickly, blossoming crown that drips a viscous, foul-smelling substance. It's as if the very mountain's harshness has turned to a perverse form of plant life, exploiting the snow leopard as both host and garden. Closer examination reveals an equally disturbing phenomenon. The snow leopard's fur and skin serve as a host to an in the scorching expanse of the desert, where life clings with stubborn resolve. A lone camel bears a wound unlike any other, a grotesque, honeycomb-like cavity festering with decay and despair. This ghastly sight is no mere accident, but the cruel handiwork of parasite infestation, a dark symbiosis that thrives on suffering. The flesh is broken, the skin torn and mottled, opening a window into the camel's battle against nature's most unwelcome invaders. As the sun bakes the raw flesh, swarms of tiny, glistening larvae wriggle beneath the surface, burrowing deeper into muscle and sinew, their minuscule bodies pulsating like living stitches in a living tapestry of pain. This horror is a biological masterpiece. In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways gently in the breeze, and the sun casts a warm glow over the land, a chilling sight emerges. A white lion, a creature of majestic beauty and rare elegance, lies in a state of distress. Its once proud mane, a halo of ivory, is now matted and stained, a stark contrast to the vibrant landscape around it. But it is not the lion's color that draws the eye. It is the horrific wound that festers on its flank, a gruesome testament to the relentless cruelty of nature. As we draw closer, the reality of the situation becomes painfully clear. This lion is not merely injured. It is the victim of a horrific insect infestation that has taken hold of its body, turning it into a living nightmare. The wound, a gaping hole in the lion's flesh, is a breeding ground for a multitude of insects. Flies buzz incessantly around the area, their wings a constant reminder of the decay that surrounds them. These are not just any flies. They are the notorious blowflies, known for their insatiable appetite for carrion. They lay their eggs in the open wound, and within hours the larvae hatch, burrowing deeper into the flesh, feasting on the lion's living tissue. The sight is grotesque, a macabre dance of life and death playing out in real time. The larvae, often referred to as maggots, thrive in this dark environment, their pale bodies writhing in a feast of decay. As the infestation progresses, the lion's condition deteriorates. The once mighty predator, a symbol of strength and power, is reduced to a pitiful state, struggling to fend off the relentless onslaught of its tiny tormentors. The pain is unimaginable, yet the lion's instinct to survive drives it to fight back, to shake off the flies and the maggots that threaten to consume it from the inside out. But the odds are stacked against it. The infestation not only causes physical harm, but also opens the door to secondary infections, further complicating the lion's plight. Bacteria, attracted to the open wound, multiply rapidly, creating a toxic environment that can lead to sepsis, a life-threatening condition that could spell the end for this once magnificent creature. Insects, often dismissed as mere nuisances, play a crucial role in the ecosystem. They are nature's recyclers, breaking down organic matter and returning nutrients to the soil. However, in this case, their role takes on a darker tone. The very creatures that contribute to in the heart of the wild plains, where the wind whispers secrets of survival and nature's raw beauty unfolds, we find a creature of immense power, the bison. This majestic giant roams with an air of dignity, an emblem of strength that has grazed these lands for centuries. However, on this particular day, our bison is not alone. Nestled upon its back, obscured by matted fur, and the grime of a difficult life, lies a horrific sight, a wasp nest. It is a gruesome image, a stark contrast to the inherent nobility of this beast. The nest, swollen and writhing, pulses with activity, each wasp a tiny soldier defending its territory. The bison, seemingly oblivious to the grotesque drama unfolding on its body, wanders through the landscape, a living host to this parasitic horror. Wasp infestations like this occur when the insects discover the warm, furry expanse of the bison as an inviting place to build their home. The bison's thick skin offers a delightful canvas for these critters to dig into, where they create a nest with a structure akin to papery honeycomb. The wasps lay their eggs, and soon the nest becomes a breeding ground for a legion of offspring, feeding off the bison's flesh as if it were a feast prepared just for them. The any wasp that perceives a threat will defend the nest fiercely, injecting venom into the bison's body, which causes immense suffering. To the casual observer, this might seem like nature's cruel joke, orchestrating a disturbing symbiosis between predator and prey. The bison, burdened with this grotesque weight, exhibits signs of distress and degeneration, a testament to the violent reality of the food web. As we delve deeper into the relationship between animals and their parasites,